That did happen, that.
Yes.
But that door, how it's got stuck, I have no idea. I've opened one door, now I'll open another.
Meanwhile, we did eventually get our cars started and we made our way to where they set us some challenges. More of that later on.
Yes, but now it's time to do the news. And there's a lot to get through. We've got the Ferrari 430 Scuderia. I've driven this now. It's absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, we won't be able to show it to you because some idiots crashed it. Supposed to be filming it later this week, but that's not going to happen. Nissan, this is the GTR. Now, this is going to be the most exciting car of 2008. We've just heard this week it goes around, is it the Nürburgring?
It is Nürburgring.
It goes around the Nürburgring quicker than a 911 Turbo, that. Well, can't wait for that. Then, of course, we've got the battle between the Subaru Impreza, the new one, and the Mitsubishi Evo 10. So much good stuff. Hammond, what have you got?
Well, news from Korea.
Yep.
The Kia Picanto. It's got a new front bumper. Look at that.
Wow. Is that it?
Yeah, just the bumper.
Anything else?
Well, more news from Korea, actually. You know the Hyundai Coupe?
Yes.
Well, there's a new one coming. Look. That looks brilliant.
The trouble with the Hyundai Coupe is that it always looks quite good, but it's sort of quite nice to drive, but it's front-wheel drive and a bit sort of half-arsed, I always think.
Well, this time, though, they're talking about putting a V8 in the front of that. But even as it is, there's a V6, 300 brake horsepower, it's a light engine, or you can have a 4-pot turbo. It is rear-wheel drive this time.
Rear drive?
Yep, and limited slip diff. They're looking to take on the Mustang with it.
Even I like that.
They'll be delighted.
No, I do.
So what news have you got then, James, this week?
Well, actually, I've got some news from Korea.
You can't tell, can you, that Top Gear's just been sold in Korea?
No.
Well, I don't think there's any evidence. I think we're smoothing this one out nicely.
It's not showing.
Hello, you industrious little fellows.
That's got them on side. Well done.
Well, from Korea, you know the Kia Ceed?
The Ceed, yes. What about it?
Well, it's the fourth best car of the year.
Fourth best.
It's the fourth best car.
Wow.
Of the year,
That's not even a podium finish, is it?
What beat it?
The Fiat 500 was the winner. Third place was the Ford Mondeo. And then fourth place, the Ceed. And then in fifth place was the Nissan... Qashqai?
Oh, the squash.
Where's the Audi R8?
It's not here.
Who here would have a Nissan Kumquat in front of an R8?
It's a survey.
That's 0% of the British people would do that. What idiots have come up with that?
Well, you see, it's the car of the year jury. It's senior people from 22 countries, and they have a sort of pathological hatred of any car that's expensive or
They're just
nice.
communists.
They are communists. But the interesting thing is, you see, a couple of weeks ago, you remember I drove that Rolls-Royce Phantom Drophead? See, I don't know, but I thought that was better than the Fiat.
I think it could be, yeah.
More news. You know the Hyundai Sonata?
Oh, a Hyundai.
Korean car.
Yeah.
New front bumper, here it is. New headlamps, new dashboard, new radiator grille, and I wouldn't have one.
Me neither.
Honestly, things I'd rather do than drive one of those include presenting next week's show while gently cupping James's scrotum.
And we're off the air in Korea.
Yeah, goodbye, industrious little fellows.
Oh, give me a minute. I'm going to have trouble shifting that vision now.
Anyway,
You're gonna have trouble
we've
shifting
also
that.
been sold, you'll like this, we've been sold in Australia.
Yes, we have. So we should probably talk about Australian cars.
Is there an Australian here? Yeah.
We're now yours.
Yeah, you've bought us.
Yeah.
And so we must talk about an Australian car.
Yeah.
What?
The XR8, that's
Well,
Australian.
it isn't. It's got an American engine and it was engineered by a Scotch.
No, you're right.
So what else is there? There's... Wasn't... No.
What Australian cars are there? Well, that's a Ford, you blithering idiot. That's American. What did you say? You're no good at rugby and we've beaten you twice in the World Cup? That's what I heard. I will move on. Now, have you ever wanted to buy, OK, a sports car that's got a diesel engine, top speed of 150 miles an hour, that's a high-riding 4x4 off-road car, and is also a four-seater convertible?
No.
Neither have I. But Audi's made one anyway. Here it is.
What do you do with it?
I've no idea. It's called the Cross Cabriolet. Not as cross as the owner will be when he buys it and discovers he looks like Graham Norton's plumber. But the thing is, Audi, it's only a concept at the moment. The trouble is that Audi have a habit of putting their concepts into production, but really just no with that one. You know the Morgan Aero 8, which was the first car ever made with cross eyes? We've got a picture of it here. There you are. I called it Clarence, really, from the old Dactari programmes. Anyway, Morgan has now fixed the sort of squint. The problem is that they've decided that while they were at it, they would make a coupe version of the Aero 8, and it's called the Aero Max. Now, I've got a picture of that. Now, I'm sorry, do you know how much that is? £110,000. You would have to be so mad to buy one of those that you wouldn't be able to have a driving licence.
You know who's ordered one of those, don't you?
Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder, who? Who?
Him.
Yes, I have. Thanks for that. Yes, I
You've
have.
ordered one of those?
Yes, I have.
Why?
Because it's brilliant.
Look, it's like saying, well, you know, I've had marriage proposals this week from Keira Knightley and Natalie Portman and Angelina Jolie, but I've decided I'm going to marry John McCririck.
Very funny and everything, but you're wrong. That is the last of the proper British sports cars.
It's got a German engine.
Yes, but the rest of it...
And it looks like an insect.
You drive a Spider?
Well, technically a spider isn't an insect.
True.
Actually.
Oh, shut up, James. You've got a panda, you know nothing.
Can I say something here?
What?
I'm with Hammond.
What, you like that?
I think it's terrific.
God, when you said I'm with Hammond, I thought you meant we were going out.
I would like to apologise to the nation and to the world, what's left of it, that's watching, for the level of blind idiocy this week. And now I'm going to move it on because, it's time for me to try a new Aston Martin out on our track. There are two reasons I want to do that. One, it's a new Aston Martin, and two, I couldn't work out what it's for.